Good morning, Cortland Dragons. I'm Victoria.
Y yo soy Jacob.
And this is Cortland News for Wednesday, December 18th, 2024.
Primero vamos a hablar sobre las opciones de almuerzo.
Here's what we have on our lunch menu today. For hot, we have a honey barbecue beef rib sandwich, and for deli, we have a snack pack.
Otra va a ser un sándwich de costillas de barbacoa con miel para caliente y un paquete de bocadillo para deli.
Looking ahead to lunch the next day, here's the menu. For hot, we have a chicken patty sandwich, and for deli, we have a chicken wrap.
El próximo almuerzo tendremos un sándwich de pollo frito para caliente y un envoltura de pollo para deli.
And now it is time to announce the Dragons of the Month for December.
Aquí.
Hello, Dragons. I'm Noelle.
And I'm Naomi, here to announce the Dragons of the Month for December. In kindergarten, in Mrs. Callahan's class, we have Talise Snelling and Jay Weber.
In kindergarten, in Miss Hannigan's class, we have Ezekiel Roman and Ebony Gray.
In Miss Rosama's class, we have Ivory Gray and Iris Fraser.
For first grade, in Miss Hayseker's class, we have Jesse Tochimani and Juan Hernandez Serratano.
In Mrs. Guzman's class, we have Marcelito Vargas Gonzalez and Adaleza Santiago Contreras. And in Miss Midori's class, we have Noah Newcomb and Ellie Schmidt.
For second grade, in Mrs. Zaska's class, we have Bryce Collins and Eli Vaughn.
In Miss Brown's class, we have Jordan Parzader and Delilah Bradley.
In Mrs. Schweitzer's class, we have Renesmee Arias and Louise Lagoon Sanchez.
And in Miss Dionisio's class, we have Trejor Hoover and Emerson Henriquez.
For third grade, in Stringer's class, we have Olivia Cadillac and Anaya Hodges.
In Miss Dawanoga's class, we have Kylie Swanky and Hazel Sullivan.
And in Mrs. Hernandez's class, we have Everett Verto and Stephanie Oyeda.
And in Mrs. Timmerman's class, we have Evelyn Perez Palmeros and Juan Delgado Moscados.
For fourth grade, in Miss Shakir's class, we have Morgan Guarino and Mason Davies.
In Mrs. Ginneman's class, we have Michelle Gomez and Daniel Rubio Carmona.
And in Mrs. Steers' class, we have Samuel Rubio Carmona and Oliver Martinez Munoz.
And in Mr. Cabral's class, we have Caleb Nelson and Kira Juraska.
For fifth grade, in Mr. Jackson's class, we have Kaylani Thompson and Gideon Ramey.
In Mr. Tito's class, we have Jonathan Cook and Annabella Newcomb.
And in Ms. Castillo's class, we have Anthony Gamboa and Leonardo Diaguero. I'm not good at pronunciation. And in Seoul, in Mrs. Barnes' class, we have Kalia Fisher and Brandon Beezer Quillman.
In Mrs. Bailey's Seoul, we have Aiden Davis and Sebastian Gazario.
In Mrs. Newhouse's Seoul, we have Landon Guarino.
And finally, in Mrs. Doyle's 4th and 5th grade class, we have Courageous Kimmons and April Nichols.
And now it is time for a joke. How do you get straight A's?
By using a ruler.
Ha ha ha. Keeping respectful, responsible, reflective, and safe. That's all the announcements for today, Cortland Dragons. I'm Victoria.
Y yo soy Jacob. Gracias por ver las noticias de Cortland. Que tengas un bien miércoles.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.